All right, so we're gonna be watching Ben 10 versus the Big Three Isn't Fair. This is by TyLearned. And who are the Big Three? So we got Luffy, Naruto, and Ichigo. So recently we watched how strong is Ben 10, and there I learned about Alien X, which is a super overpowered multiversal being that can just think of something and make it happen, something along those lines. I don't know. Speaking of, he's actually right there. It was cool seeing, you know, Ben 10, which is our cartoon I used to watch when I was younger, you know, being power scaled. And yeah, it was just nice to learn about all that stuff. So apparently I have been seeing some comments about, you know, Ben 10 being stronger than some of our favorite anime characters. And yeah, maybe this video will explain that and see how that's even possible, because I don't believe in myself. And also, I thought Goku was one of the big threes. Or am I bugging? I don't know. Oh, that's another one. Can Ben 10 beat Goku? We'll have to find out. Maybe there's another video about that as well. But anyway, shout outs to TyLearned. There will be a link to the original video down below. I do go live on kick.com/Vashley.
Now, before you guys go typing in the comments how this is a bait matchup and Alien X obviously wins, I will not be using Alien X for this matchup, as I want to save him for a dedicated video against Goku, or just a video in general scaling him. I feel like with Ben 10...
Oh, okay. So I thought the whole purpose of this video was gonna be how Alien X is so strong that he can defeat the Big Three. But now, apparently, he's not even using Alien X, which means... What? We're talking about Luffy. Now, I don't watch One Piece like that, but Luffy Gear 5, hello? We got Naruto Baryon mode, and then Ichigo, which is someone I'm not familiar with as well. I mean, I know what Bleach is, but I haven't watched it up until now, so I don't even know how strong he is for real. Bro, what aliens is he gonna use?
I will not be using Alien X for this matchup, as I want to save him for a dedicated video against Goku, or just a video in general scaling him. I feel like with Ben 10 scaling, not only is there an overall lack of people just scaling the series, but any person who does just primarily talks about Alien X and doesn't actually know how strong the character is.
Oh, go ahead.
So not only
then.
will Ben not have his strongest alien, but even the Big Three, which I don't usually like doing, as you guys know, but for this matchup, I figured why not give them a little bit more spicier scaling, because you guys already know where I have them at, and talk about where the Big Three would be if I glaze them a little bit.
Okay.
Not only will this allow me to talk about new scaling for them, and isn't just me repeating myself saying that they're like planet or star level, but rather you guys not only get to see me scale a new character, but also get to see the Big Three in a new light. And
planet or star level? I'm assuming that's under universal level, which is kind of crazy considering, like, you know, that's the Big Three. But then again, they could just be strong within their universe or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I still... That's crazy. Like, if it's not Alien X, who is he using? Like, what other aliens are there stronger than these three? Hold on, bro. He might be cooking.
So with that aside, let's start off with none other than the baddest kid who or two ever saved the day. Whatever, we're doing Ben 10 first. Despite being only a teenager throughout Alien Force, Ultimate Alien, and Omniverse, his display of power is pretty ridiculous and definitely overlooked because of Alien X. Even in the OG series, heavy hitters like Cannonbolt was capable of destroying the Big Tick, or at least damaging it, which, mind you, not only did his previous aliens just were not capable of doing this, but the Big Tick was actually so much of a threat that it was going to destroy the entire world. And for those who are like, oh, but Cannonbolt destroyed it from the inside, I don't really think that makes a difference. And we do see in the canonical last episode of Ben 10 that Upchuck was able to absorb the energy that the Forever Knight was using, and this energy was so potent that it was actually 30 times stronger than that of the sun. And Upchuck just ate this no biggie. And as we know, Big is pretty much Ben's heavy hitter, but before I get into his scaling and feats specifically, I want to talk about the other aliens that he upscales from. So we'd move on to Alien Force, where we do get some nuanced scaling for the series. Not only is Big Chill capable of freezing the entire Null Void, which at the very least is infinite in size, but we even see...
Okay, I was gonna say, I actually already like this video because he's scaling Ben 10, then he's going into the aliens, and then he's gonna scale the Big Three, and then we get to see the comparison. I'm assuming that's how it's gonna go, which is funny enough. It's exactly what I wanted, because again, I only know Alien X in terms of like power scaling and how strong he is. That I'm not aware of like these other aliens, especially in these other Ben 10 seasons, because I know there's like what 4 or 5 of them. They got the Alien Force, the Omniverse, Ultimate Alien, something like that. I don't even know if that's that right order, but yeah.
So we'd move on to Alien Force, where we do get some nuanced scaling for the series. Not only is Big Chill capable of freezing the entire null void, which at the very least is infinite in size,
that's crazy,
but we even see aliens like Ultimate Echo Echo and Ultimate Humongosaur scrapping with characters like Ultimate Agrigor and Ultimate Kevin, who no-celled Ultimate Agrigor. Mind you, this character before Ultimate Kevin came in was so invincible that not even a grenade that can cover 5 light years would affect him in any way, shape, or form.
No reason to bomb the place.
If you start dropping bombs on an active entropy pump, as in destroying reality for a distance of several light years, disastrous.
Whoa.
Overloading that entropy pump. In a few minutes, it'll blow.
Few minutes. I won't care.
The powers of all 5 of those aliens. I'll be unstoppable.
Which, mind you, for reference, even one of our solar systems in our world is ranging around 2 light years max.
Oh, wow.
And so imagine in comparison to the Ben 10 universe, which is at least infinite in size, meaning this feat is way more impressive than it actually is.
Yeah.
At the very least, Ultimate Agrigor is no-selling multi-solar system levels of energy, and like I just said, Ultimate Kevin no-selled him, and Ben was going to kill him. And we know even characters like Dagon Amped Vilgax end up stronger than Ultimate Agrigor and Ultimate Kevin, which, mind you, aliens like Edol, Heat Blast, and Ultimate Way Big scale to. Meaning, at the very worst, we're seeing Ben's higher tier aliens hitting that solar system tier to potentially even Universal.
Oh, Universal. So going off the beginning, right? He said that the big 3 are like planet to star level or something. These are already hitting multi-solar system to universal level. Okay, bars.
The universal stuff I don't like to use too much because we don't actually see if Big Chol literally freezes the entire null void, and rather we only just see the surrounding area that he's in, which makes sense. I mean, I don't know why the screen would show the entire void being frozen, but that is what is being taken away from the show, so take it for what you will. Anywho, when we move into Omniverse, we do get some other aliens performing some pretty crazy
Okay,
feats.
that guy,
Some
I don't
new
know who
and
it
even
is.
Old ones. For new ones, well, aliens like Atomic...
See, I don't know. Yeah, that too. So, okay, like I said, a lot of the things that he's gonna show, I'm not gonna know about, especially these aliens. So, yeah, it's nice to learn about that.
For new ones, well, aliens like Atomics and Feedback get introduced, and Atomics is, other than Way Big, pretty much considered to be Ben's strongest alien, with him being able to pretty much just shoot radiation ki blast from Dragon Ball.
Oh.
With the writers confirming that if Atomics wanted to, he can create enough energy to destroy small stars.
Ooh. Wait, could Atomics create a star the size of the sun, like how he casually created a mini star before? Casually, no, but with work, sure. Okay.
Enough energy to destroy small stars. And I doubt this would be super time consuming for Atomics, especially considering other aliens in Ben's arsenal are...
Can Chroma Stone absorb a real life star like the sun? He can absorb larger ones with Rigel as well. Chroma Stone can absorb large stars.
Already kind of in this tier. And of course, the GOATs, also known as Feedback, is notorious for not only beating up Malware, who was able to get the jump on Way Big, but we even see him straight up absorb the Big Bang. Yes, like the birth of the universe Big Bang. And what's crazy about...
He absorbed the Big Bang. There you go. See? News to me. Hello. Did not know that.
Big Bang. Yes, like the birth of the universe Big Bang. And what's crazy about this feat is not only was this amount of energy going to destroy Ben's universe, it was going to destroy the other universes as well, along with infinite other timelines.
Oh,
this means Feedback,
so that scales Feedback to damn near multiversal as well.
would be able to absorb and shoot out multiversal levels of energy.
Hold on.
This means Feedback would be able to absorb and shoot out multiversal levels of energy, which is even confirmed by the writers.
Bruh.
And this isn't even the first alien to reach this tier either, as Clockwork was capable of absorbing the Chrono Sapien time bomb. And this bomb was going to destroy an infinite amount of timelines, and Clockwork was able to reverse it pretty easily.
Oh, that's tough. Okay, yeah, I thought that was me. This part is muted because of, I'm assuming copyright or something. But, what was I gonna say? Like, while watching this, I'm thinking that a lot of people are gonna be like, you know, they're gonna try to defend their big three character. But just give it a chance. Like, just watch it for fun. Don't take it too serious, because at the end of the day, we're comparing a cartoon to anime. You know.
And another feat that is probably his most
timing.
casual is him being able to react to the Conquest Ray and overpower it. The Conquest Ray is capable of destroying entire planets at massively faster than light speeds and enough potency to destroy dwarf stars.
Damn.
And even with other aliens such as Edel and Heat Blast, who scale to Dagon and Vilgax, and even characters like Brainstorm, who can bully Captain Nemesis, who's taken Edel out before. And of course, there's other aliens like Ultimate Humongosaur, Jet Ray, NRG. All of them have feats on Ultimate Kevin, who beat and absorbed Agrigor's power. So being a threat to Kevin would at least scale them to Agrigor. So even without Alien X, I honestly think Ben is a powerhouse that needs to stop being slept on.
Facts.
Even before and after gaining and mastering Alien X, Ben was always a powerhouse, and he needs to stop being disrespected. Anywho, we can now talk about speed. Speed in Ben 10 is kind of interesting, as everyone is kind of scaling to each other. For a baseline, even Ben in his human form can dodge and evade beams of light, meaning he should have light speed combat and reactions, whether you like it or not. And we do know that Ben has a couple aliens for speed, that being Accelerate, Fast Track, and Jet Ray, but really the only one who has an impressive feat is Jet Ray. And unironically, aliens like Waybig have better feats than Accelerate, but Accelerate is able to blitz lasers relatively easily, and Waybig is able to casually react to the Conquest Ray. However, I think Ben's best showcase of speed is with Jet Ray, where he is literally able to go into hyperspace. Which, if we're being disingenuous and throwing disgusting downplay, this is at least faster than light. But in retrospect, for him being
I thought that he was gonna say, because this looked like he was going through time or something. So I was gonna say, you know, is he going forward or back in times? That's crazy.
Being disingenuous and throwing disgusting downplay, this is at least faster than light. But in retrospect, for him being able to enter hyperspace, he should be infinite or inaccessible, as hyperspace is a space with 3 or more dimensions, and Jet Ray travels to the other side instantaneously after doing this. And although the potency of the Big Chill feat is kind of weird, we do know at the very least the Null Void is infinite in size, so if he were to make the entire Void snow, he would have infinite speed through that as well. And for those who are gonna say, oh well, the big three are faster than base Ben, so he would never get to transform into an alien. If we're taking Ben into his absolute peak, he would have access to the master control, which allows him to just think of the alien and instantly turn into whatever he's thinking.
And also, right, not only will he be able to think and just get it done, let's say the big three are still faster than that, like the faster than thought. Isn't the whole point of the Omnitrix so that the user doesn't die, right? So regardless, I feel like Ben, just off that fact, should win. I read that somewhere. I don't know if it was a comment, but I think that's what it said. Hopefully I'm not wrong, because then I'm stupid.
With this power, he can literally turn into whatever he wants to on the fly, making him virtually unstoppable. Also, the Omnitrix is not gonna allow him to die, and also consciously makes the best decisions for him for whatever the situation calls for. So before I see any of the BS arguments, I just want to address it here and now. But I'm still probably gonna see him anyway. With that being said, we can now scale the big three, which is something I've done on the channel. So to make it much simpler and less repetitive, I'll be generalizing the character scaling.
Nice. Which, by the way, I'm gonna try to watch. Well, now I'm gonna try to watch. I will watch power scaling videos specifically for each character. So for now, I'll just go off, you know, the generalization, and then I guess I'll come back to this and like really compare Ben 10 to them once I learn like the specifics about each character.
About the highballed versions. Luffy's strongest feat is his Onigashima punch, which was just blatantly calculated to be at moon level. He could be planetary if you think Whitebeard and Blackbeard are in that tier with the Gura Gura, but Luffy wouldn't fully scale to them in my opinion, so I think he's fine to be in this tier. As for the other two, well, Ichigo and Naruto both upscale from both Momoshiki and Yamamoto, with Momo being capable of absorbing entire stars and celestial bodies, and Naruto was able to fight him with virtually no chakra, and Moto is capable of burning everything in the Soul Society, which would include stars and constellations. And for this video, I'll be taking both feats at face value, so both Naruto and Ichigo would be casually large star, but if we take their highballed scaling, it does get a little more interesting. For those who want to hear it from yours truly, yes, the big three do have universal levels of scaling.
Yeah.
I just do not think that line of scaling is valid at all. In order to get Luffy to this tier, you just pretty much say he's above the likes of Blackbeard, whose black holes are infinite, while characters like Ichigo at his peak should scale above the likes of Kenpachi, who pretty much was above somebody's imagination. And as for Naruto, not only is the Ten-Tail stated to be universal, but Kaguya's truth-seeking orb can also be interpreted to be universal as well. Oh my god, bro. It actually just... I don't feel right saying this, bro. I don't think it's really valid, and I think at best it's just people taking things out of context.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm gonna be nice to them today.
Yeah, which, yeah, I understand. Especially, like I said, when it comes to anime, yo, you say one wrong thing, oh man, you're cooked. And yeah, people taking it out of context, and once they grab on to this one character that they love so much, it's so hard for them to like admit defeat. For example, if I say, oh, Naruto can take on Luffy, bruh, mad people gonna come after me. But anyways, I think each character is definitely universal, to say the least. Again, I would have to like watch their own specific power scaling to see where they're at, but they are pretty strong though. I'm not gonna lie. And again, he's comparing cartoon to anime, and in cartoon, there's something called Toon Force. Obviously, Ben 10 wouldn't. I don't think he has that, but yeah, there's that. So just watch it. Just a fun watch, bro. You know what I'm saying? Chill.
And as for speed, all of them before their time skips, minus Naruto, was already reaching light speed. And with the likes of Luffy's gears and power creeping, the Nine Tails and Naruto, along with Ichigo's Bankai multipliers, all of them should at least be reaching faster than light speeds. And now we can move on to their respective abilities. Luffy's mastered all three types of Haki, meaning not only can he flex and knock away weaklings, but he can use this power in Rio to negate people's durability and also see into the future. With Gear 5, he has a very, very watered down version of Toon Force that really doesn't matter if the opponent is much more powerful than himself. Luffy as well is immune to blunt force damage for what it's worth, and yeah, I guess if Base Ben wants to punch Luffy, that wouldn't work. Anyway, Naruto is able to make thousands of clones of himself, along with having access to all basic chakra natures, plus the release of every Biju. Meaning Magnet, Steam, and Lava release are all accessible to him, which he can use in conjunction with his Rasengan.
Oh my god, wait, I totally forgot about that. So that definitely puts him in universal power. Oh, that's insane. I forgot about that.
Shuriken that hits the opponent on a cellular level. Naruto also has access to 6-path Sage Mode, a mode with healing properties, and is a stronger form of Sage Mode, which already enhances Naruto's senses, but he also has things like Frog Kata to hit from long ranges. And lastly, we have Ichigo, who mainly has Getsuga Tensho. That's about it. Seriously though, in Bleach, a lot of characters attack and affect your soul, but it's mainly an in-universe thing, and because of the power system and how it works, it really wouldn't be all that useful in a cross-verse setting. However, to a degree, Ichigo does affect one's soul, and despite not having a crazy arsenal, he is surprisingly skilled for what it's worth, and does know how to read basic movements from people, and even face off against super prodigies like Kenpachi. So although Ichigo gets made fun of for not really having too much, he definitely is pretty skilled. Anywho, with the big three now covered, let's see if they can
well then, yeah, I get it. The soul stuff, right, has to be, I mean, it is an in-universe thing. So in his universe, obviously he's strong, but I feel like that's still strong because he's aiming for your soul. You know what I'm saying? So if he takes that away from you, you're technically nothing.
Beat the baddest kid to ever save the day. Hey, I got it right this time. Now, even without Alien X, if Ben off rip just goes into his strongest, that being way big, and has to face the big three, under normal circumstances, I actually don't see anything that they could do. I think other aliens such as Ultimate Echo.
Wait. What?
Into his strongest. Got it right this time. Now, even without Alien X, if Ben off rip just goes into his strongest, that being way big, and has to face the big three, under normal circumstances, I actually don't see anything that they could do. I think other aliens such as Ultimate Echo would be enough too. You have to remember that their solar system scaling is mainly just upscaling off of star stuff and hoping for the best. Whereas not only is Ben performing these feats, but the levels that they're reaching aren't even on Ben's level. There's nothing in the series of Bleach that suggests that Ichigo Kurosaki, who is by far the strongest of the big three, could survive that grenade that Ultimate Agragor was talking about that would do absolutely nothing to him. And if we do want to use the feats that some of the aliens got on Ultimate...
Wait, hold on. Did he just casually say that Ichigo is the strongest of the big three? Hey, I need to watch these individual power scaling videos to believe that. Yo, what?
would do absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And if we do want to use the feats that some of the aliens got on Ultimate Kevin, I mean, hell, even Ultimate Humongosaur probably could do pretty well. I think OG Cannibal probably clears One Piece on his own. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But seriously, let's give them their wanked versions. Let's say they're all at their peak and they're just rushing at Ben 10 with all of them having universal levels of power. Even if all three of them decide to use a combined attack, all Ben has to do is just let the Omnitrix transform him into feedback, absorb that energy, and one-shot the big three. Say whatever line of scaling you want about the big three, but the whole Kaguya 4D truth-seeking orb thing, feedback is able to absorb pretty much the equivalent of that and everything in the Ben 10 universe.
Hello.
Or at least energy capable of wiping out his universe.
Hello.
And there are some relatively decent win cons for him. Like, I don't know what the big three does with an alien like Clockwork. Like, none of them have counter to time hacks like that. They would just get cooked. Even if we say the big three kill Ben before he transforms, the Omnitrix is not gonna let him die. I hope you guys understand that. It's not gonna let him die. So what's gonna happen is either he transforms into an alien that solos, or he's gonna die, come back, and then transform into an alien that would solo them. Ben 10 is the GOAT. He solos your favorite anime, and the next Ben 10 related video will probably be me talking about Alien X. And for those who are wondering, yes, he beats Goku.
What? Bro, what just happened, bro? My ears just got demolished, and then I heard Alien X solos Goku? Let me lower this volume. Bro, what is bro talking about? He has lost his mind.
And for those who are wondering, yes, he beats Goku.
Yo, who the heck? Who do you think you are, buddy? Huh? Let me read these comments. Okay, Ben 10 fans, when they see a new power scaling video and they hear the words, "I won't be using Alien X." Oh, they're all cheering. Okay, because that's what people know. And you know, as a new enjoyer, whatever, of Ben 10, that's what I know, Alien X. But yeah, this whole video just completely changed that perspective. Honestly, Alien X really makes people forget how OP the rest of Ben's aliens are. Feedback, Clockwork, Way Big are extremely powerful. Ben doesn't even need his most powerful aliens. He just needs to transform into the worst and eat all their attacks until they're exhausted. Oh, who's the worst? F a big three, I got huge 10 bars. A Ben 10 show with full-on anime-style battles would be the coolest shit in the universe. I agree. I feel like a lot of shows with anime-style battles or even like animations or graphics, you know, I think they would kind of go crazy. But take it as you will. If y'all believe that or not, I don't know. It's up to you guys. I think that this video was pretty interesting. Again, for those of y'all that hold your dear favorite anime character to your hearts. Oh no, there is no way Luffy can lose. Just think of this video as a fun little watch. We're comparing anime to cartoons, so that in itself is just, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shouldn't be done. Now, if it's anime on anime or cartoon on cartoon, sure. But yeah, man, fun video. Loved it. Nice learning about Ben 10 and all his cool aliens. Feedback is definitely one of my favorites. See ya tomorrow. Appreciate y'all for staying to the end. Shout outs to TyLearned and yeah.